Hey everyone, Will Winter here with Agent CRM. I've got some new updates for you and want to let you know we're continuing to find new and creative ways to get you all the latest information on Agent CRM about technology, about support, resources, and compliance. You might be able to detect already, we are going to be talking a little bit about compliance in this. I've already released quite a few resources, but we are going to continue to hammer this in, especially until August 31st. I'll share more about that deadline coming up. I have received some more information. We have developed some new resources, so that's what I'm going to be covering in this video. I'm just going to do a quick review for those maybe who don't know what is A2P, or maybe you just need a refresher to cover what's going on, how does it impact you. So I'll jump to that slide here. A2P stands for Application to Person. 10 DLC is 10-digit long code, that's your phone number. So essentially, you use a phone number through a application like Agent CRM. Carriers, this is AT&T, Mobile, Sprint, etc. They banded together to create some regulations to reduce spam rates. This is related to the US specifically. Spam rates have got kind of out of control. A lot of people taking advantage of these tools, just blasting people with often unwanted text messages. This is not a government thing. The carriers on their own said, hey, we can do something about this. Great for consumers, great for users. It does make an extra set of hoops for us as marketers, of course. But big thing to note is that this registration, it rolled out July 1st, but it will be mandatory after August 31st, 2023. If you want the privilege of texting as a business using application-based sending. So just to communicate here, it is a privilege, not a right. I know this is frustrating. I know this is a headache. It has been for us too. But this is a huge opportunity to continue to make the most of these incredible technological tools and resources that are available to us. If you are outside of the US, you don't need to worry about this unless you are messaging US contacts on a regular basis. So I'll get a little bit more into what we're doing here, but this is not a small thing. Some people, this will definitely catch off guard. Some SaaS companies or CRMs, this is catching off guard. We've heard reports that some people don't even know what is A2P. So we want to do our best to continue to educate you guys and give you all the support and resources that you need. Main thing that you guys are going to be using as a part of this process is the Trust Center feature inside of your phone settings in the Agent CRM dashboard. There are other registration processes, Shake and Stir, that's one of them. They will benefit for other things, but for now, the main registration button is the A2P brand and campaign registration. Many of you, you've already seen this, you've already started or are aware of where to go. One thing I want to give you as an update in this video is that we have added new prompts. As we're starting to interact more with the campaign registry, as we're seeing what sort of response they're giving or where they're flagging people, we're starting to notice what are the words, what are the phrases, what is getting the best approval rate. So when you go through, you're going to see examples in the boxes, prompts. Match that and adjust it to your business, but that is what they're looking for. So try to modify and use as best you can what's in those prompt boxes, because that will get you a better acceptance rate. So that's a new, as of this video being released. Some of you, that's going to help you. If you failed, just try again using those prompts. I do have some other troubleshooting I'll share with you in a second here. Training and troubleshooting, I have released a few resources and videos, so I don't want to revisit that content too much. I'll just point you back there. but there is 2 videos and some documents in the Agent CRM training course inside of Branding Library. Currently, it's under the featured videos section that may move to phone system sooner or later, but we want this to be on your radar. Please, this is very important for you to be ahead of the game on this. If you are not registered by August 31st, your text messages may completely stop sending until you're registered after that date. I want to share this as an update because we're finding out more and more. This is the reason some of you may have gotten rejected. One of the big things that's a part of this regulation is, did you receive consent? And according to them, unfortunately, just filling out a form is not enough of a consent for them. There must be an explicit consent opt-in box now added to any form or any calendar, which includes a form. As you can see, I've given an example. Essentially, you guys tell the agency, the campaign registry, hey, this is where people come to me from. They come in and opt in through this website, willwinterinsuranceagent.com, and they fill out a form requesting more information. What we're hearing is that the campaign registry is actually going to your website. They're clicking on that link and they're doing some digging. Do you have this box on your form? You may want to include more details. I consent to receive SMS messages from Will Winter Insurance. I acknowledge that rates may apply. Whatever that looks like, we are getting better details coming. But essentially, this box needs to be there. There will be training in the Agent CRM training course on how to add this. Our goal is to update all our templates moving forward to include that by default. But you will potentially need to add that yourself, especially if you've made a form on your own. So this is one of the big issues. If you get rejected, maybe look at the forms on your website and make sure they include an opt-in consent. This is a required field that I've added, so they can't even submit the form unless they click yes. I want to show you this as an example because when we first heard about A2P being rolled out and implemented, we didn't know how actively, how frequently, what would it look like for them to monitor and potentially restrict SMS capabilities. We as agency administrators, we get these messages sent to us about any of our users. The big thing here, opt-out rates and delivery error rates. I have training in the training library about best practices. Please watch that. But what I wanted to identify here, you can see that this person was rejected because of a high opt-out rate. Essentially, more people are saying stop, more people are saying I don't want your messages, more people are saying this is spam. A good opt-out rate is 0 to 1%. This user was at 1.01%, a tenth of a percent, and their SMS got temporarily shut down. This is temporary for now. It will reactivate, but bummer. We need to be on top of our game for best practices. Part of this will be your lead source. I'll talk more about that in another video because that's going to be a big game changer in the months to come for strategy. But we definitely want to make sure we're doing what we can. This is not all doom and gloom. This is not all frustration and homework. I do have some good news and a silver lining to share at the end of this video. But yeah, just to put that on your radar. Something I want to share, not just for A2P regulations and settings, but all around, we're actually doing a ton of revamping on our Agent CRM training course. As I'm recording this video, Lily is hard at work refreshing every single one of those videos. So you may see some continued changes over the next few weeks, but more and more resources are going to be available for how to make the most of this powerful system, how to get in there and make the adjustments and just become confident as a marketing master with Agent CRM. So take a look, brandinglibrary.com. Make sure to sign in, and some great new and updated resources will be in that course. Here's some silver linings for you. First one is a bummer. There are more hoops to jump through to market. This is not just an Agent CRM thing. This is industry-wide. Again, we've heard some people aren't even aware that A2P is a thing. I'm talking about agency owners. I'm talking about SaaS companies who it's going to be a nightmare. People are getting out of the marketing game. We've actually seen, unfortunately, some of our users who just feel like, oh, it's one more hoop, I can't do it. Now, the positive thing is that those of you who stick through are actually going to have an edge in the game, because these powerful tools that have given you that edge before, if you're willing to take the steps, if you're willing to sometimes go through the headaches, it's going to get you ahead of the competition. It's going to give you that edge in your industry. We do have this streamlined solution that is constantly being updated. There may have been some challenges, some frustrations. We want to become your number one solution. We want to become the industry-wide solution for A2P compliance, because we know that this is a big deal. And we want you to know that our team is working hard to get educated so that we can support you through this. We want every single person on our team to really know the best practices, to know how to answer your questions. I've kind of been that point guy for now, but again, we are here as a team with the support and the resources to make sure that, as always, you guys have what you need to be cutting edge and to be ahead of the game, to make the most of all the technology that's available to building your business. So thank you guys for watching. I will have more updates. I look forward to sharing something other than A2P in the future. But again, this is a huge deal, especially August 31st deadline for registration to send messages. So let us know if you have any questions. Look in the comments for any relevant links, and bye for now.